Well, it's only a matter of time, Alan, before governments across Ontario start using artificial intelligence in order to find more efficient ways to deliver a variety of services. But privacy experts here in Ontario are cautioning the Ford government, saying the technology has some downsides and that the Ford government better get ahead of any potential problems. Artificial intelligence has exploded in popularity, bringing with it new concerns about exactly how it's being used and how it's being limited.
There is a tremendous benefit that can be derived from these technologies. The importance is to make sure that those guardrails are there at the very beginning.
Across the world, there have been discussions about deploying AI in courts, in schools, and even in hospitals.
Triaging patients that arrive in a hospital, trying to predict how long they will stay in the hospital and so on to adapt the services that you're offering to these patients.
But the central concern is an AI system riddled with unintentional bias.
You train your algorithm based on existing data. If there is bias in those data, if there are marginalized communities that don't get access to those services, the algorithm is going to perpetuate those biases because it's been trained on imperfect data or on data that has those systemic biases baked in.
While the federal government is developing new laws to control the use of artificial intelligence in the public sector, those laws won't apply in Ontario, leaving a gap for the Ford government to fill.
What we should strive for is as much transparency as possible so that people understand when their data is being used in an AI system and how it's being used in the AI system.
The government has been working on a framework that it says will focus on defining the risks and minimizing the harm, on having a process in place to challenge AI-led decisions, and to avoid using AI in secret. Ontario's Privacy Commissioner and Human Rights Commissioner are both urging the Ford government to act with urgency.
So they can deploy these technologies with confidence, but also maintain the trust of Ontarians.
The province has not said when its AI framework will actually be finalized. The Ford government actually started developing that artificial intelligence framework back in 2021, including consultations with the public and privacy experts. Now, 2 years later, the Ford government told me today they are still working on developing that framework with no explanation as to what's taken so long as AI is on a rapid rise. At Queen's Park, I'm Colin DeMello. Alan, back to you.
Thank you, Colin.